All right, people. Well, we are at that point tonight where we have got the producer question. Y'all know the producer question always gets a little wild, little weird, little silly. But
Mm.
we got one tonight. Last week I thought it was good, Big G.
Oh, it was big facts. It was one of
Yeah,
the best
last
ones
week we
ever.
had a good producer's question. So,
Hmm.
but that's what it is. We appreciate all of y'all being here again, man. Continue to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're in here and you haven't already subscribed. Make sure you do. So, Craig's talking about the rebuild.
Mm. Yeah, I
So
see.
he says a rebuild for 5 years in which we are no closer to anything. I wouldn't say the Steelers aren't closer. They're
That's
closer
not
to
true.
finding that offensive line. So
Yeah, that's
here we
fact.
go. You can go back in time and undo just one of these heartbreaks in Steelers history. But in doing so, you guarantee one other heartbreak gets worse.
Oh,
Ooh, what is it? So the Super Bowl loss to the Packers becomes a win, and we have 7 rings. Ben's third, but the 2004 AFC Championship loss to the Patriots turns into a blowout loss, tarnishing rookie Ben's legend.
okay.
Okay, that's A. B.
Right.
Ryan Shazier never gets hurt, becomes a Hall of Famer, and anchors the defense for a decade. But the immaculate reception or extension in 2016 never happened. Steelers lose to the Ravens and miss the playoffs entirely.
Okay.
C, you draft Dan Marino in 1983 and becomes a Steeler legend, but you never draft Ben Roethlisberger in 2004, and your 2000 Super Bowl wins never happen.
You might as well put a big ass X on that one. Hell no, that one. So let's keep going. Go to D.
So go to D. AB and Le'Veon never go off the rails. You keep the Killer Bees together for 6 years, but Troy Polamalu retires 4 years earlier, and you never get his iconic 2008 and 2010 seasons.
Put a big ass X on that one too. So I'm between A and B. Let me see. Uh give me, give me B. I'll take B. I want Shazier. I wish Shazier was on our current roster right now today. So give me
Yeah.
Shazier. He becomes a Hall of Famer, and the defense is beastly. But the 2016 thing never happens, and we don't make the playoffs. Who gives a damn? I don't care nothing about no 2016 not making the playoffs. So what? But it's Shazier's still on the squad. Yeah, give me. I'll take B, bro. I'll take B.
See, now I would take B just because I don't want him to get hurt. But passing on that, I would say A because technically the Steelers already got blown out. I mean, they got whipped by the Patriots that year. So give me 7 rings, and we lost by 14 points. So if we lost by 28 points, it might as well have been a million. Okay,
Mm-hmm,
fine.
mm-hmm,
We got
mm-hmm,
crushed. So it is
mm-hmm,
what it is. Let me get to this super chat by my man Jeff real quick. I appreciate you supporting the channel, Jeff. We don't want to disrespect you. He says,
mm-hmm.
forget about Rodgers as long as the offensive line gels and a running game go well. The quarterback is just manage the game. Will and Mason can do that.
Yeah, that's facts. That's big facts. I like that. Appreciate you, Jeff. You absolutely correct, bro.
Yeah. I say a lot of people are saying A and B. I'm with A. I say A all day. Because again, I mean, technically we got whipped by the Patriots. So I say A. Give me the 7 rings. A loss is a loss. And
Mm-hmm.
B, I don't know about you all, chat. I don't know about you, Big G. But if we lose by 1 point or a million, I hate losing by 1 point because it made me feel like we had a chance to win. I don't
Yeah,
feel like we ever had a chance to win that Patriot game because we got down so much early. We never really got back into the game.
yeah,
So we just got beat. So I
yeah.
say, hey, give me the 7 rings and let's roll with it.
B, you done convinced me to change my vote. I'm going from B to A, bro, because I want them chips. It's all about them Chips Ahoy cookies, man. Give me the 7 Chips Ahoy, man. Yeah, get up. Shazier, I love you, bro. I'm telling you. Buckeye till I die. Pittsburgh Steeler, man, you with me. But, bro, yeah, I need them Chips Ahoy cookies, man. Give me that trophy. Give me that chips for number 7. I'm with you, bro. I'm going to A. I done changed my vote.
Capricorn Steel says, with Shazier, we may have 7 rings. Took 7 years to replace him, and the jury's still out on that.
Oh,
Yeah. And I
Oh.
get you, Capricorn. You're using replace loosely. I get what you're saying because
Mm,
I don't know that we have. We're
mm,
trying. We're trying, but I don't know that we have. So I'm with you. I'm
mhm.
with you.
Yeah,
So,
Shazier was like Palomali, man. He was like Troy Polamalu, bro. He really was.
right.
We need a dude like that bad, man, for the Steelers, B. We need a dude that can just fly all over the place and make plays, man. So
Yes. Good
yeah,
night,
yeah,
Arch Baby Doll. Thank you for showing up. We
yeah.
appreciate you. Get you some rest. Here's a
Mhm.
good question by April H. She says, who would have Dan Marino had in the 1980s if the Steelers drafted him? Here's the thing about Dan Marino. Dan Marino really didn't have that good a team. People talk about Duper and Clayton. Mark Duper and Mark Clayton were a bunch of coke head, just out of their mind wide receivers that
Fact.
Dan Marino. Now they were good players, don't get me wrong, but Dan Marino made those guys. He
Mhm.
made like OJ McDuffie, I mean Irving Fryer. I mean, come on. It was
Yeah.
Dan Marino. Like people act like Mark Clayton and Mark Duper were like this super duper wide receiver tandem. No, they weren't. It was
Mhm.
Dan Marino. So I
Yeah.
know we had the likes of the 80s, like the Lewis Lips of the world. I feel like
Uh,
he would have made whoever we had great. He
Lewis
would have
Lips
made
would have
him
been in the
great.
Hall of Fame. Lewis Lips would have been in the Hall of Fame with Dan Marino, dog.
Yes.
He would have went to the Hall of Fame. With Danny Marino? Come on, dog. Then we talking top 5 quarterback ever. Top
Yeah.
5 ever. With bro, listen, I was watching old film on Danny Marino. Saw him getting punished, B. I'm talking about like he throw it and get killed. And he get up and he wipe his hands off on the towel and just walk up and just look at him and be yelling at people. Like yelling at cats in the huddle and all, and then come up and kill you again. And like he would almost tell you what he was going to do. He telegraphed all day and night, but you couldn't stop him. You
No,
couldn't
Dan
stop. You
Marino
could never
was
stop Danny Marino. Never.
right. Yeah, Dan Marino was good. The thing about it is they took Gabe Rivera instead of Dan Marino. Now, look, we talked about this earlier today. I don't think Rivera was a bad football player. I
B.
don't. He had 2 sacks in 6 games.
Come
He
on,
was
man.
getting better. I don't think he was a bad football player. People just look at him as being bad because they didn't take Dan Marino. We know what Dan Marino could have been. I don't think he was that bad. He just got into that car wreck and got paralyzed. I don't think he was a bad football player. I don't think he was at all.
But he was just real fast, man. He was a fast defensive lineman. He was super fast. But he was All American too, though. Now I went back and checked him out from a college
Yes.
standpoint. He's All American now. But if I got looking at it now, Rivera versus Bradshaw. I mean, what the hell was Rooney Senior smoking that day? I mean, did he have some ganja flown in from somewhere? I mean, what the hell was he smoking? What was he smoking and what was he drinking? That's a no brainer. Danny Marino to the podium, bruh.
Yeah.
I know they had all that, they was talking about he was on drugs real bad, but and he was a Pittsburgh kid. But man, it was a no-brainer, dog. Danny Marino was an All-American at Pitt. He wasn't just a player, he was an All-American. And they took all those other quarterbacks in front of him. He was a freaking All-American. Come on, man. It's a no-brainer. Danny Marino to the table. To run the card up there as fast as you can sprint it, Danny Marino.
But here's the thing: the Steelers don't learn their lessons very well either, Big G. We
I
didn't
know.
take a quarterback because we didn't want to push out Terry Bradshaw, who was literally at the end of his rope and ended up getting hurt that year, his elbow, and never played again for the Pittsburgh Steelers after that. We
Mm-hmm.
did the same thing with Ben Roethlisberger. We didn't
Mm.
want to push Big Ben out after we knew he couldn't play anymore. We didn't take quarterbacks because of that. And here we are 5 years later. We still haven't figured it out. We don't learn our lessons very well, man. We don't. We don't learn our
Man.
lessons very well. That's a flaw in the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. I'm not saying it's the only flaw, but that's one. We tend to keep guys. But the one guy they did get rid of or made retire, remember Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
They made Troy retire. They told him, look, we're going to cut you if you don't retire.
Mm-hmm.
What, they couldn't have done that to Terry Bradshaw. They couldn't have
Mm-mm.
done that to Ben Roethlisberger. Come
Mm,
on, man. Come
yeah,
on, man. It's crazy.
I'm they damn sure shoulda. Cause and watching interviews now, Ben say he knew he was done. So yeah, they should have ran him on out of town, bro.
Yeah.
Time to go. Time to go.